This week's episode is titled Smallfolk, which is very interesting and integral to what happens in the episode. Now, at the end of the day, guys, if you are in charge, if you are the king, and you do not look after the small folk, you end up running the risk of the small folk rising up and just bulldozing you out the way. You cannot underestimate the power of the people. And that's exactly what Aemond is doing. I mean, Aemond is convinced that the fact that he has Vhagar by his side, he is unstoppable. But when you become regent and you step into the role of king, there's certain things that needs your attention. You can't just be focusing on war. That might just backfire. And basically, that is his main focus. He's focused on beating the blacks. That's the only thing he worries about. Nothing else matters. And he dismisses his mother from the council. We saw that coming. But the manner in which he does it is very cold. Like, he is just hell-bent on destroying the blacks. Now, like I said before, I personally think the Daemon plotline is the weakest. But, you know, it has its positives here and there. On the one hand, we get to see Paddy return as Viserys. But on the other hand, it's not progressing the plot forward in a meaningful way. I've been saying this, and I feel like if they could have rushed this a little bit, it would have had a lot more meaning. But elsewhere, the focus shifts again to Rhaenyra. Now, she and Jace devised a genius idea, which is genius on paper, but execution is the problem. Now, they decided that they're going to look into their lineage and get a few people that have Targaryen blood and use them as dragon seeds. Now, like Rhaenyra said, to claim a dragon, you must be prepared to die. I actually feel sorry for Sir Darklyn. He stepped up to the plate. He did the right thing. He was like, you know what? I have Targaryen in my blood and the dragons are gods and I can get this done. So the guy stepped up and you have to respect that. You have to admire his courage. And then he stepped in front of Seasmoke. Now, Seasmoke is very deceiving. Seasmoke, you know, showed up, was very calm and, you know, not feisty at the beginning. And then Darklyn stepped up and things just went sideways. Now, obviously, guys, this is going to happen. So I feel sorry for Darklyn. Darklyn was just deep fried, guys. Deep fried. Hot oil, gone. Just like that. So Rhaenyra quickly comes to the realization that it's a good plan, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to play out the way she wants it to play out. Now, funny enough, Seasmoke does find a writer. She finds a writer in the form of Addam. And Addam is supposedly the bastard child of Lord Corlys, the sea snake. So it makes sense because there's Valyrian blood in his bloodstreams. And the way that plays out, it's just weird, but he has been claimed. So Seasmoke has a writer officially. But when it comes to claiming dragons, the one dragon I want to see, guys, has to be Vermithor. Vermithor is the one dragon that I need to see. It's the dragon that Daemon walked up to in last season. He was singing in Old Valyrian, and then he just blew fire. He's a massive dragon. He's a massive dragon. Now, look, Vhagar is the biggest. Vhagar is approximately 180 years old, which puts Vermithor at 100 years old. Now, those 80 years, they do make a difference. But in terms of speed and size, he's just a little bit smaller than Vhagar. But in terms of being the second oldest dragon in Westeros at the time in which the dance of the dragon takes place, he's faster, quicker, which actually makes him more dangerous then Vega, and that is the one dragon I have to say, guys. Look, as much as the show is about the political intrigue and all that, everybody wants to see dragons, guys. Just show us more dragons. And Vermithor is the one dragon that I really want to see. Now, he gets claimed. This is a spoiler. He gets claimed by... No, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. No, I'm not going to do that. But Vermithor, just look out for Vermithor. He is the dragon that I'd love to see. The Bronze Fury. Brilliant. Now, in terms of other important events in the episode, it's a bit of a slow burner. This episode was definitely a slow burner. And basically, Rhaenyra's plan to cater to the Smallfolk in King's Landing went according to plan, because Aemond is playing right into her hands by not delivering on what he needs to do. So she sends a few ships with food, because the Smallfolk, they're starving. I mean, you can't eat fish every day. I mean, they're basically on a seafood diet, just fish the whole day. So she sends a few boats to bring aid to King's Landing. Now, with that, people turn on the crown. People are angry. The Smallfolk are angry. They are fuming. And they almost take out the queen and Elena. They find themselves lighting a candle for Aegon, and then everything just goes sideways. Now, it's a clear indication that, everybody, no one's safe. Just because you're sitting on top of the Iron Throne and safe and just chilling nicely in your castle, it doesn't mean that nobody can get to you. Anybody can get to you. And that's the genius of this show. It's a dangerous game to play. You are basically just a pawn on the chessboard. You are not running the show. A Game of Thrones. If you play, you must be willing to go all the way. There's a lot of stuff here at play, guys. I mean, you have Aegon losing some of his memory, maybe proclaiming that he's lost some of his memory. You have Strong moving in. He tries to take over as the Hand. Aemond shuts him down. Aemond immediately knows that I need Otto Hightower back. And since Otto's dismissal, we haven't seen anything from him or heard anything from him. And that's a character that I'd love to make a return to the show. So there's a lot of things at play here, guys. And Aemond sends Cole off to Harrenhal. So things are about to go sideways, guys. There's a lot of battles to come still in the show. This show is just gonna get bigger and bigger and bolder every week and every season. Now, if my calculations are right, episode 8 is going to be monumental. It's a feature-length film. And if the battle that I think is going to take place happens, will be another game changer. Another game changer. Now, episode 7 is going to run for 67 minutes. And then episode 8 is going to run for approximately 73 minutes. Yes, this was a long episode. This ran for 70 minutes. But that is the big one. That is the finale. And they're not showing a lot off in the previews, guys. So best believe by the time that episode comes around and it ends, it's going to be shocking. Shocking stuff. And this is just the beginning of people who die. A lot of people are going to be moved off the chessboard very quickly and aggressively. But because I am familiar with the books, I'm just giving you guys a layout of the episode. I don't want to spoil too much, but like I said before, the one thing that I'm very excited to see is the introduction, the full introduction of Vermithor. Yes, I can't wait to see that. That has me excited. Seasmoke has already been claimed, and then you still have Vermithor and Silverwing. So, in terms of the dragons, like, the blacks are gonna be good. They're gonna look good, guys. But it's not always how things play out in the 7 kingdoms. We'll have to wait and see, guys. Slow burn episode. but I still enjoyed it. And there's a steamy scene in here as well. Yes, pretty interesting stuff happening at Dragonstone. Haha. And that's it for me, guys. Please let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you guys watching the show? You cannot afford to miss this show. We're already 6 episodes in and it's crazy. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, guys, and I will definitely catch you on the next video.